Foldable phones aren't really new anymore. We've seen Samsung launch the Galaxy Fold last year, and we've recently even seen the Galaxy Z Flip. But between those two phone launches, Motorola launched the Razr. And my god, I've never seen people being this excited about a smartphone in a really long time. And a key component in that is nostalgia. Considering we've already seen the Razr over the last couple of months in videos and teasers, there's one question which really needs answering. Is this really the way to do foldable phones? But before I really give you a concluding answer on that, there are a few more questions which need answering. Question 1. How important was it to really clone the old Razr? Staying true to the nostalgic factor, Motorola basically gave their engineers the old Razr and asked them to slap on a foldable display on this one, and not the other way around. Hence, the Razr is identical to the old one in terms of dimensions. In fact, anyone who's held an old Razr will definitely want to hold this one too. Question 2. Could we have gotten rid of the chin? Now, coming from any modern smartphone, one thing seems obvious, and that is the fact that the cleaner the look, the better. So why the big chin? Well, not only does it replicate the chin on the OG Razr, it also houses a number of components inside it. Besides, the chin allows the display to tuck in a little further every time the phone is opened. Question 3. How is this hinge any different? There's a very simple explanation to how the hinge mechanism works differently on the Moto Razr as opposed to how it works on the Galaxy Fold. Now, on the Galaxy Fold, every time you're folding the phone, there's actually a crease being formed at the end, which is why every time you open the phone, the crease becomes more and more visible. However, Motorola has found a solution to this problem, and that is its dual hinge design. The dual hinge ensures that every time you fold the phone, the display just rolls over at the end, which means there's a less visible crease every time you fold and unfold the phone. Question 4. Are you fine having mid-range specs on a premium flagship? You are better off using the old Moto Razr if you don't think it's worth the price tag. No, really. Jokes aside, the build feels premium, but the screen disappoints and so does the performance, especially now that we know that the Z Flip is a full-fledged flagship. Question 5. How useful is the second screen? There's not a lot that you can do with the second display. It does double up as a viewfinder, you can take calls, reply to messages, and control media, but that's about it. So is Motorola doing foldable phones right? While this is the most comfortable form factor we've seen on a foldable phone thus far, there are just way too many questions I'm having to ask myself before considering this nostalgic splurge. But that's just my first impression based on just an hour's use of the phone. So make sure you stay tuned for the full review, which should be out soon. This is Shomik signing off for Mashable India, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more such tech content.